I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you all this time.
Chicas,
bienvenue.
yes,
Which song do you want to sing?
Nah,
seriously, Cham, don't.
okay, I'll do anything you want. It's gospel.
Go do anything.
Any
you want.
gospel? Oh, period.
C'est vrai.
Gospel, you want gospel?
Anything, as long as I know it.
Well, yes, we are Grimba perfect. Very good.
Grimba perfect. I found.
That was like 7 years ago. Hey man, you're going to excuse my voice. I just woke up here.
Ah.
That's how they all start.
Yeah. Okay. I found a love for me, darling. Just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you all this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby.
Guys, do you know who Hope is?
No.
I'm so sorry to just so off topic, but niba mwibuka the podcast twakoze nkababwira the story of how we got saved and everything. You remember that?
Karen.
So Hope, I think I mentioned.
No.
Oh, no, you had it.
Yeah, to depend the story. There's the one who brought the Bible verses. Is the Bible
And then
And then there's another one. We'll get to the end.
go to gender. It's the same person. She's the one. She's the one who brought the verses. She's the one wambwiye ngo tugende muri chat.
Plus 10 marks.
Yeah, plus 10 marks.
Gusa Hope and
Cham.
Ahlek, right? Hope and Cham. Ndashaka kubabaza, do you do senior quotes? Like, do you know what senior quotes are?
No, I don't.
You know what a senior quote is? Mm-hmm.
Yearbook type of
Yeah,
things?
your book quotes. If you were to give out a senior quote, what would it be? Can you tell us what senior quotes are?
Okay, senior quotes. You see the way, do you watch high school movies?
USA.
Yes. No, there is the way muri yearbook haba hari nyine. After every other thing, the fun moments which haba hari the whole cohort. Hariho buri photo ya buri muntu nyine on every. Under you put there something, a little something that describes that best impersonates who you are. That's basically what a senior quote is. Right?
Yeah. Let me give you examples from our classes' senior quotes. For instance, we had a girl at our school. She was very nonchalant. The most nonchalant person you ever. Yeah, was then nonchalant. That's her. So her senior quote. Matter of fact, I feel like her senior quote was.
Still loading.
Okay.
Nothing. Like, let me read some for you.
Read yours.
Mine was so I won't read it because even at that time numvaga ndi umu philosopher. Nemaze gusoma igitabo cy'umugabo witwa Paul Kalaniti. He was a neurosurgeon and he died of cancer. Yes, literally dying from the thing that you could treat.
He died of a tumor.
Yes, a tumor. Anywho, for instance, I don't know, her senior quote is, "It's good oh no, it's God oh."
What?
It's God oh, as in it's God who made me get here.
Yeah.
Or, "I don't even know, but I'm done." So what is your senior quote, matter of fact? Kuko you guys are seniors.
She goes first.
You go first.
I think my senior quote would be a Bible verse.
Which Bible verse?
Like which one?
Okay, not exactly Nago. Okay, it's the idea in a chapter. Yeah, Ezekiel 47. Changwa, Ezekiel 37. Kuko. I don't know exactly how I would phrase it. Gusa, I would say what looked hopeless. Nukuri ubungu has hope. Because literally, what it started as before I got saved, Kuko, honestly speaking, I never understand how one person graduates from high school when they're not saved. Much less at the school I go to. Because there's a lot of pressure. There is, where do you go to if you don't have God in your life? So, I was saying the valley of dry bones, literally. Kuko Ezekiel 37, Ezekiel agenda, kawana vision, the valley of dry bones. Then God asked him, do you think these bones can come to life? And I was like, I don't know, God, ni who is. And then God told him, prophesy to the bones. And when he prophesied to the bones, literally, he prophesied to the four winds, he breathed in them, Baba, a whole army of people. From literally dry bones to people. So I would say that is literally my high school life, how it has gone so far. It's from a valley of dry bones for people who know me, to 6, I would say it's a whole prophecy and a whole transformation. So since we're going to be phrasing Agusa, the whole idea would be in Ezekiel 37.
Cham.
So, I don't exactly know how I would phrase it, but it also going to the saving thing. But I think for our school, Tuji can testify to, like at our school, like for me who came, I went there in 2020, and like you had no other choice than knowing God. Like you gotta know God. Like you know the senior two blood. Like I'm too hard. I'm not going to the choir anymore. Like I went in the choir when I was senior one. The senior two I didn't go anymore. I went back when I was in senior 3, but that was the NE pressure because I wanted to prepare for my exams. And then in my A level I was like, I love this, and I'm just gonna stay there. So it will be a Thanksgiving thing because I don't really know the bad life, bad life. Because there, if you don't know God, you just chill. You don't really do bad things that you can talk about transformation and all that. And you just be there and chill. You don't really love church, but you sit behind us. So I guess the senior code would be something about Thanksgiving that I actually chose the right way of things. I don't know. Maybe.
Like something like, it's God though. The same thing as that person said, as in, thank you God for this.
Yeah, that's
thing.
So what will be your thing?
Do you know what? Let me read my senior quote for you. It's from a book. I was such a nerd. Anita Isinyuzke. There is value in life that is independent of its duration.
There is value in life?
That is independent of its duration.
Elaborate more.
So basically, a life does not gain value because it was long. So like the value of a life does not depend on the length of the life. So you could live for like 10 years, the value of your life could be greater than that of someone who lives for 80 years. Bitewe n'ibyo wakoze cyangwa se n'ibyo wabashije kurengaho in that life. Yeah?
For me, if I was to be taken back in high school and come up with senior code, you know, like when you finish high school, there are a lot of things which changes. There's a way you view outside the world when you are in high school, but it completely changes when you come out of high school. So I think if you give me the mindset that I had in high school, because it changed a lot, if you give me the mindset of I had in high school and you go back there, I would say, when I was in high school, I was so manipulative. I was so manipulative because I prided myself to be a person who can never fail to get what they want. And when they wanted something from you, even if you wanted it or not, you would have to give it to me. And I think I told you the story sometime when I told you that if you maybe you present a girl to me, even if she's Miss East Africa or what, and you tell me to persuade her to love me for 3 weeks. In high school, I knew that I can definitely do it. So I think if you give me that mindset in high school, I would say everything is possible. But right now it's changed, man. Right now it's changed.
Everything is not possible.
Anything is possible, but not everything.
Both of you mentioned changing in high school. Hope said the version of her in senior 4 was not the version of her in senior 6. I want you guys to like go over your stories. Like, who was Cham in senior 1? Who was Hope in senior 1? Or senior 2 or senior 3? And compare that to the version of you who is here. Because, for instance, I think I mentioned this in the last podcast, how Tabari Hope, Kawira, of course, I don't know where I would be, guys. Maybe she could mention it in her own story, since she's seen me in senior 5 and senior 6, and the ways in which high school has changed me and shaped me. I want you guys to go over to get Cham muri senior 1. Very bad boy. Anyuraho abakobwa bose nyine ari the baddest. Ari wa muntu IG we igomba kuba ifite 2k followers plus nyine and then senior 6 ari chill, nagakunda kuvuga ibintu byinshi, ari nonchalant. Cyangwa uti Hope wa senior 2, indirimbo ya Cardi B irajyamo, arajya hari imbere akora ibyo Cardi B yakoze muri music video. Nta nubwo ndi kubeshya.
Oh shit.
Man, anything.
Cyangwa ahita tubwira ati Hope senior 6, Hope ku cyumweru bari mu rusengero yarahindutse. I want to hear those stories.
I'll go first. So, Cham was senior 1. So, senior 1 Cham is just an open guy that knows nothing. So basically, I just got into high school. That's all. I went in an environment. We were 188 students in the whole campus. A very, very, very small school. So I had a friend. His name is Dylan. We went with this tour.
This one.
Yeah, this. Yeah. We were 2. So if you could see us, we were like two children. We would always work together because the rest of our classmates were all tall and old and all that. We would always work like we had this like dining room. It's not that big, but it's like a normal house. But then we had this like entry, like for example, like the entry is there and then our table was on the other side. And then we had to work together. We had to cross fingers together, right? That way. And then we could walk to the table because we were almost. And then in senior 1, you remember the pens they used to give us?
Yeah, like the
big pens. The first time I wrote that pen, I walked throughout the dining hall. Everyone laughed. All students laughed. So that was. But that was before COVID. And after COVID, I came up. I was grown up because it was 5 months. Yeah. So like after the lockdown thing and all that, I was a bit mature. So I started acting. You know when you're in senior 1, like in the first term, you're a senior 1 kid. But then the next time you start seeing senior 2 kids, senior 3 kids, you're like, I want to be like that guy, like chill and all that. Like, yeah, so you start complicating yourself about how you look and all that. I joined the choir when I was in senior 1, but in the second term and in third term, there were like 2 boys in the choir. He was a monk. But when he went to senior 2, he stopped and then he came back.
in senior 5.
Yeah, his song story will tell it. Yeah, so in senior 2, I completely stopped the choir. I stopped everything. I wouldn't even go to church. If I was to go to church, I was to go for them to see how I look like. I would prepare the outfit for the whole week. You know, I would go to church for,
the outfit.
Yeah, I would prepare it for the whole week. And then I would go for them to see how I look like. But then I would stop for I would go to church once a month. Yeah, in senior 3, I would say there's this time we came from peeling potatoes. And then like I came like I walked past the room that they were about to do the practice, and then a friend of mine called me like, "Man, you used to be in a choir." And she was like, just come and never come back. But if you like it, you're just gonna stay. And if you don't, and then I went with my friend Dylan again. We sat there, we sang. It was good. The next time we kept on coming since that day. But then after I realized that I have national exam, so I have to start praying for the thing, right? So I started praying consistently. Like I would go in, at our school we call it leche. Like you go at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You go to pray. So I would go there in senior 3. That started in senior 3. But then like as I kept on, like I kept feeling a bit more comfortable in that. In senior 4, I became an usher. I became a simple usher, and then I think like it became something that so someone used to, because when you start knowing like the gospel world, like you gotta stop something, and then the guys would tell me, "Man, you do a lot of sacrifice." I'm like, "Nah, it's not." I used to say it's not sacrifice, it's discipline, So in senior 4, that was my life. That was my life. In senior 1, I became the chief usher. So it's two different titles, And then I was the head of family. Yeah, it became something. I feel like it's the only thing I'm gonna miss when I'm done with high school.
The church life.
The church life.
Hope.
I don't know, Kuko. It's a lot. I would say there's a lot that I've been through, spiritually, in the physical, mentally, emotionally, and let's say it's a complete 360 turn. Not even
1-8.
Yeah, because I remember. Okay, I want to start with this one. Kuko, that's not where it started. It started way before.
Before I was born.
No, P5, P6.
Yeah.
So I went to KPS, and for everyone who went to KPS, or anyone who knows someone who went to KPS, you'll definitely know yes, the academics were good, the what, haruko bazi KPS. Gusa, there is a whole lot of stuff that used to happen, beats the admin, but easy. It was, you would imagine, is it really kids that we're dealing with, primary kids much less, or is it misplaced adults? Kids there, and you feel like that. You would meet a whole man in P6, like afite base, it was a whole other thing. So when did you start dating? People started dating back then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. People started doing everything what people should do after high school then. So I would say that was so much influence on how I used to act on Giuseppe. I will not go into the details.
We want you to go into the details.
No, I will not go into the details, but just understand I was bad in the sense. I was bad, beat the clique, beat, there was a lot of drama in my primary school. Uburyo iyo abantu batangiye kuvuga ngo you went to single school alone, for 6 years. Now I teach. I think I've been to a mixed school before. I have seen it all. Kuko, people used to get wedded at school.
Wedded?
Yes.
Bagakorubukwe.
People who know it, they know it. Abantu bakoze ubukwe, was an invite list, batwohereza ama invitation. Turaza buri wese and her man.
Atari ubukwe like bw'abana
ubukwe buri se. Okay, bwari ubw'abana gusa bwari buri serie, the preparation yari birimo, harimo mareme, harimo pare, the bride and the groom, and buri wese and their man. Kuko,
what would you do? I want to know.
There used to be that one wedding. Kuko izindi inyinshi zabaga ari proposals, zabiraga hafi ya canteen. It's a whole lot of stuff. Kuko nk'iyo wedding, for instance, ubundi there were streams, right? Nkuko tuba dufite A, B, C, D.
No,
twari dufite Mercury, yari amazina y'amaplanets. So from Mercury to Jupiter, hari na Saturn, Uranus, na Neptune, ariko that used to be akenshi muri baby class. Then twebwe twari dufite iya nyuma yari Uranus. So Mercury girls used to be with Uranus men. Akenshi.
Why?
I don't know.
Isn't like the Mercury girls the smartest?
Yes.
Like their school is evil.
Actually, we'd be
They would-
confused. Like, what did they base on putting
No.
you in the streams?
Okay,
Your
I'm at
intelligence.
streams twebwe each other basing our own, of course, is the GPA, the grades.
They meant
And we were so many.
Be the last
Especially had 200 something.
P6.
Yeah, P6 was were like 200 something. No, you would find that since ukuntu byagenze gusa a girl yasimbukaga Mercury, agasimbuka Venus, agasimbuka Earth, agasimbuka Mars, she finds herself a man in Uranus.
And instead, the ones with Uranus is the ones with
Yeah, mirongo ine.
the ones who
That
they
is-
never.
Let's not mention. Urumva noneho
Hope wigaga muri iyo class.
nigaga muri Mercury.
Of course.
Man, because mind you, niba wiga Mercury Venus, if niba ubaye wa mbere muri Venus right ujya muri Mercury, wa nyuma muri Mercury ajya muri
It could be changing based on
baratubistreamingaga hafi ya buri time, I guess, based on
how you performed.
It's crazy.
No, okay, I think akenshi nuko they used to do this thing ya tutoring, right? Bakaguhereza nk'umwana wo muri Uranus ngo you tutor them. Then you find that people end up with the people they're tutoring. It used to be crazy, you know. Kuko the Uranus boys nobody bad. Nyine bo muri Mercury abenshi nyine they were ku makayi yabo, umupira, nta kindi. But the Uranus men, they were different. No, rero urumva, with my primary background, I came to S1. I will not say I was naive. I was not naive. I had seen it all, so I was bad like that. And the type of songs I used to listen to, Anita mentioned it, Cardi B. Nanubu the lyrics zose ndacyazi.
Listen and dance.
ndacyazizi mu mutwe. Yego.
Uracyazi.
Yes, so I remember how buri album isohotse, yaba ari Kanye, yaba ari Cardi, yaba ari Nicki, baza umuntu ukunda Cardi na Nicki, people don't actually do that. If you're in the Cardi gang, then you are not nagomba menage. No, guys.
Give us the details nta kibazo sheri.
Sinzi, I'll just say when I met Christ, it totally transformed me. Uko yaba ari my playlist, yaba ari the type of friends I used to have, yaba ari the type of things I used to do. Uko by then I used to date 1, 2, 3 guys at a time. So when I tell you, when we talk about transformation and change, that is change, that is transformation. Biri seriye kuko nyine it's not even dating for love or ngo kukuri seriye. No, I just used to see my entire friend group, they had men, so why not nyine. I was like, you're being left out. So like nkuko Paul yabivuze ngo ibyarindamu yanjye byamindukiye ubusa all because of Christ. That is literally how I can summarize my story. Ibintu nakoraga for validation, numvaga ko nyine nibyo biboostinga confidence, numva ko ari byo nyine bituma mfitinga in. Ubu nyine my Christ shifted my appetites. Nyine ndabireba nkabona it's all pointless. When I look back, I'm like, what was I even thinking? But I see the type of songs numvaga bari generally nicaye na novela none hajyamo indirimbo ndaseka umuntu nese ngiyo ndirimbo urayizi ntabwo wabizi.
Asking you that.
Ari marambaza niba nzizi because I used to listen to trap zose uko zakabaye mbere kuyambere kujya kuyanyuma. I used to listen to Bushari, even Bushari from Kenny Kesho to Willie West. I used to listen to all of those people. I used to vibe to their songs. Not that I'm judging or saying anyone who does that. Buri wese has their own walk with Christ. Buri wese afite uko agendana na Mwuka Wera n'ibyo agenda mu convicting along the way. So when I met Christ, yanyeretse ko ibyo byose nubusa. Ibyo byose it's ibyo witaga ko it's cool, it's what. Kuko my friends also changed. Ko haje mwana umuntu akambwira ati hope ni wowe. Yaba ari mu kuntu nambaraga. Let me tell you something. You would never catch me. Nambaye modesty was a concept numvaga. Even my mom kakunda gusohoka ngo se ibyo n'ibiki wambaye wahinduye nambwira ati no, don't you trust me, I'm your daughter, ngo uko abandi babibona ngo it doesn't matter, what matters nuko posture yanjye mu mutima numva ko nta kintu ngambiriye kibi, so let me just like n'umurwayi baracecetse cause kuba nta kindi kintu nakoraga pe ngo ntayininze, I never drank, I never used to smoke. Gusa simply the way nitwaraga uko nambaraga, it was basically inappropriate. Kandi pe ntago numvaga, because if I was decided onto something you wouldn't convince me otherwise. Twaraburanaga mpaka ucecetse and that's it. Kandi mind you muri S1 S2 S3 nkora ibyo byose nabaga muri choir. Yes, nabaga muri choir, najyaga imbere nkahagarara ku murongo w'inyuma njyewe na tukazaduhagarara tukaririmba uko bitujemo. Nari mbirimo kubw'umuhango ko I used to go there nkarira, I cried to God nkumva ndaruhutse. Gusa I never actually knew that God. I knew about God, gusa I never knew that God they were really talking about.
You just told us about your stories. You used to be and the way you are now. It was very Christ-centered. Now I want you to come back to like high school in general. The things that you think as a senior that you've seen people doing in high school, you've done yourself, and you're like, honestly, been to get in high school.
I'm going to start as Tuji said. I think if you don't learn from high school, you did nothing. So basically, high school is like, I feel it's okay to do crazy things in high school. Like that's the whole. Like 6 years can't be wasted. Like if you're normal in high school, then you have a problem. I think 70, yeah. I think number one is an attitude. Is not an actual act. Is an attitude of, I don't know, let's call it anxiety or something. Like doing things for validation, as you say, or like, do I care what 2D thinks of me or you? So I think that it sets boundaries for so many people, aspects in Ishi. So I think, personally, if I was to tell something to 5 year, like 3 years back, I would come to my ear and whisper, nobody cares. Just do what you think.
Seriously, nobody cares.
So yes, I think I'm living that anxiety thing in my high school. Yeah.
Okay. One of the things around Wakora that I would say we should really leave that back there. Let me put it in 2 classes. One, concerning your social life. Have boundaries. Because there is one person which is ngo in this society ngo man eats man. Like what you said earlier, abantu benshi baba bafite mentality yo kuvuga ngo I'll get my way whatsoever, whether it harms you, whether you're comfortable or not, I'll still get my way with you. And when you don't have clear boundaries, very enforced, very strict, you'll get up in this world and you're gonna suffer. Now, from what I know, I know that people really suffer if they don't have boundaries and clear moral systems and values that they cannot go below. Sanga people are stooping solo to pettiness, to degradation, to humiliation, all because they don't have a moral system. A framework of accountability. Making sure they stay in the land of. You know what I'm saying?
Cham, have you ever been in a friendship where you felt like it's because of high school?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
So it all started when you, like, you know, like I made so much regret when, like, in senior 2. You know, the senior 2 and senior 3 vibe, there's a lot of anxiety. So you have to you pay attention on how you behave and who you work with, and basically what people think about your circle and all that. So the thing I regret the most is you know sometimes you like you chase away people that like are actually meant to be for you. Like and you're chasing. Maybe they're good. Yeah, they were good people. Actually, they were good friends. But like I was not meant to be there. I thought it would be. I thought I wanted to be their friend, and I became their friend actually. But it was all, it was all a result of chasing them. Like I was like I have to be their friend just because they looked cool, they looked nice. Yeah. And honestly, like I don't think I regret being their friend, but I regret chasing out, like pushing away other people just to be one of the circle. But then, yeah, as long as you can gain the people back and have both of them, that's cool.
Tuji, have you had friends in your high school time, or like friendship shifts? You ever had to leave your friends because you felt they were not cool, or to join a certain friend group because you thought they were cooler?
Man, for us, my class was crazy, man. Like, we never had this thing as friend group, like in our class in the six, in my cohort. Because boys, like on the side of boys, actually I think it's the whole RLS in my school. All the times with the boys, you click, man, you vibe together. You can have like 2 to 3 boys that you go together with, but you can't say that I'm chasing this guy away for me to chase another one. But maybe I can testify to what I saw, maybe on the ladies' side, because it never happened. It never happened. For us, it was always running. Today I'm with you, tomorrow I'm with this one, which doesn't mean that I'm not with you tomorrow because maybe I neglected you. It's just we are always circling around and finding ourselves back together. But maybe on the side of ladies, okay, I will not go in much details, but the ladies started together with, they had a lot of groups, and like my school, we pay a lot of money. The school fees is very sick. Because I went there when we only paid like 260k per term, and I went outside when we pay 430k. Like every time they're increasing. This is what I told you about school fees, is that we have some kids who study on scholarship. I also studied on scholarship. And we have other kids who come in when like big cars like Cham, like who are very rich. So on the side of ladies, you could immediately sense that, like when you come at my school and spend like 1 week with us, you could immediately sense that this girl comes in Range Rover, and this one have scholarship. Not because that there's separation, but like you see the way they are moving in the group. You could be moving together, but you see that however much I'm your friend, I have scholarship. So I believe even me when I was in senior one, last night I was talking to one of my close friends. We were playing Truth or Dare, and she asked me, what's my first experience in high school. Like when I went in high school, the second, because we went there on Sunday and Monday I had to go in class. I think I told you about this story. I went to the class and a guy came to me. A guy told me, close your zip. I said, yeah. And then I spent the rest of the day, my zip open. But like it's the first English vocabulary I ever learned. Zip. Like zip. But you know, like it really says that this guy 2G is on scholarship. This guy 2G is on scholarship, so but it's crazy, man. But it's crazy. I could, since I have this opportunity, I can also talk about like this thing of attachment in high school. For high school kids, not kids. Sorry. For high school, we are also kids. We are also kids. For high school, like, I'm saying kids, like it might sound like arrogance or what. But for high school students, most of the ones in senior 6, like you having 2 months to go outside. And I think the thing that you'll be proud of most. It's not the marks you get in national exam. It's not your report card, though it's really good to have it and it's mandatory to have nice grades. But relationships you made with people, not a relationship you made with a person. But going outside of high school, even if you don't talk again, but you know that the time I spent with these people, not this person, the time I spent with these people was worthwhile. I was really alive in high school. But only having one friend, it's the only one, it's my ride or die. It's really good having a friend, as you said, but knowing that like everyone I lived with in high school, even if we don't meet again, I will have no regrets of what I could have done that I did not do. Because let me tell you the story of what happened in high school. You know, I was talking with Albert in the morning when we were coming to record. I told him that whenever why am I calling them kids? Whenever high school students, senior 4 and senior 5, whenever they go back and remaining waiting for national exam, you don't study. Except if you are someone who was disciplined earlier. Because whenever students are there, you're having same prep time, like the schedule is very arranged. So whenever they go out, then you are on your own, you can study whenever you want, you can do whatever you want when we're waiting for national exam. So what happened when I was waiting for national exam is that I never studied a lot. Remember? But the only thing I'm grateful for is that whenever I had the opportunity I could talk to people, the people I even never talked with when I was in like senior 4, senior 5, senior 3, senior 2, senior 1. Like I'm really grateful. Even if I did not study that much, but the time I spent there, like those 2 weeks when waiting for national exam, I'm grateful that like every shake. So for high school kids, for high school students, please remove a shake. Don't stay attached to one person. Please try to make friends. Try to live with everyone to your level best. Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, what's your plan?
You mean my plan? After
Yes.
high school or after?
After high school.
Okay, let's make it easy. Like I think you finish the national exam on Friday. I don't know. Like the next week.
What will you be doing?
That next week after national exam. What do you think? What do you hope? What do you wish?
You know that's I actually have nothing to but. Oh man. The following week I think I'll be sleeping.
Everyone.
After sleeping. Man, should I talk like I think my at that point my excitement of being done with high school will be gone already. So like now I'm no longer excited. Like I'm no longer excited to graduate.
Why?
I don't know, but like you guys, if you talk to guys except you, I don't recall. But if you talk to other guys who are done with high school, and you're like I'm so excited to be there, they're like, oh okay. You think outside is easy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me just like I'm no longer excited. So if you asked me like back in senior 5, I would say. I don't know, like I would do crazy things that I'm not able to, like I don't know, maybe like
Go out.
I'll have to brainstorm this thing. Go for popcorn like we did, but
He loves popcorn.
not as much as you do, but but I think
Sleeping.
yeah, I'll sleep a lot. Let me tell you guys. At our school, we have this siren thing. We have this bell.
Oh, that wakes you up.
At 5, my God, my head is about to burst. So I will enjoy 10 minutes without that thing, but I don't think I have like a crazy thing just following. I don't know.
Oh, what's your plan?
So my plan, I'm not really sure. Gusa, if the Lord wills, I will look in. Kuko, one of the things that I actually told God, if I don't get in this ED, this regular, then that will be your sign to me I need to build stats and actually get my life together. So there's a lot of things that I think of doing with like interning at the Ministry of Justice. Okay, I just
Cham,
think
they're coming for you. You do a mistake.
okay, I just think I think I'm very ambitious, honestly speaking. And I think usibye kurishiming on my SAT classes, yeah, I'll also be interning.
As someone who has graduated without a plan, you need to have a plan. You need a plan. Like, you said you want to intern at the the Ministry of Justice, Minijust. I think we had the same passion, me and Hope, in high school. And then I graduated. All I was thinking about was sleeping, just like him. So I sleep, and then I come back to Isomo. Thank God I have Isomo, because if without it, I don't know what I would have been doing. I come to Isomo, and then my plan is also similar to yours. I want to intern at Certa Foundation. Oh God, Certa, you hurt me.
I noticed. Shit.
You hurt me. Maybe you'll cut that too. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go there. We do action research here. We did it, and then I went there, had a meeting with them. The girl loved me, or I thought she did. And then she's like, "Oh my God, you should apply to intern here. Like, just text me." She gave me her number. She's like, "Text me, and then you're gonna come." I thought it was easy. The outside world is not easy like that. People will take the opportunities. They will run away. So I apply. Or I send her an email, right? I send her an email, and then she's like, "Oh, go, thank you so much. Go, let me give you another person that you're gonna talk to. Ukora muri the recruitment team." I do that, and then I had another friend here who was also very passionate about law, and then she's like, "Oh my God, let's apply together. Like, can you put me on to this girl, and then I'll talk to her, and then see if she'll let us both go." We both do it. They take her. I had told everyone that I already worked there, matter of fact, because they had given me so much hope. The girl used to talk to me, she's like, "Oh my God, Ninengo, I can't wait to see you. Oh, Bella." And then the girl bamweje email, "Turi kumwe." And then she's like, "Oh my God, Anita, they sent us an email." They're like, we are starting. We're going to go next week. I check my email. There's nothing. I refreshed. Fata machine and the refreshing. That's when I realized you actually need a plan. Because I would sit down and I'm like, well, what are you going to do next? And there is going to drive him. He's like, Anita, like, uzajikora iki man? Kuko namaze nk'ibyumweru nka bitatu nta internship nta direction. Like, guys, nari buri icyizere ntazi ibintu ndimo. That's why you need to have a plan. Matter of fact, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, E, F, G, up to Z. Because you'll find yourself in places where you think you already have it. You have the opportunity. It's yours. It's in your hands. But outside here, they will take it and eat it in front of you.
Here's the thing, man. Like, when you graduate from high school, you're somehow still treated as a kid in front of your parents. Because you are in the very same year when you graduated, but like your parents would be somewhat understanding, and they will still understand you even at this point. They might still understand you, but even if there's no one pushing you, at some point you sit and reflect and you realize that there is something you have to be doing that you're not doing, and you find that people who win in life after high school are those people who are flexible. Who are flexible by having many plans. Because like, based on the story of Anita, she was fixated to one thing, like that is it foundation or something. So my advice is that, yes, be ambitious, you have to be ambitious, but know that the world outside is running to the pace that you cannot even understand. For real, man. Because when I came out of high school, the only thought I had was that we thought that when I graduated from high school, we do the graduation on Saturday, and Sunday I come to summer boot camp, and funny enough we spent like 2 weeks without going to the boot camp. That's the worst 2 weeks of my life, because I was not living with my home. I was living with a guy we started together with at his place, remember? And I realized that every time they were feeding us, like whenever we wanted to go to the church, we could ask for transport fee, their parents, and you sit and you like, what am I doing, man? And the bad thing is when you start hearing that some of your friends are having a job, they might even be lying, you don't know. But the fact, even if you don't hear from them, but the fact that you know that there's someone from your school who is grinding, who is locked in, makes you feel less of yourself. So when you're in high school, you have only 2 months to go. So stop thinking as a high school student, which that can't limit you from studying. You have to study and get those reports, man. Because the best thing to have is those good reports and the national exam, because there are some doors which open. But start thinking start thinking as a high school student, but also as someone who's going outside. The first week, the first month, you are still a high school student. Like, after graduating, people still treat you Cham, like, you start calling your friends, can we go outside? You go outside, even the mood you had in high school is gone, because everyone is start to think of, this ticket I'm using is my mom who gave it to me, and tomorrow I'm going to ask her another ticket. So you have to start thinking of, what am I going to do outside, and try to knock on some doors, like when you still, because man, when I was still in high school, I talked I talked to a lot of people who do videography, because I love videography. I sent messages, even Zach TV. I sent them a movie script.
Yeah.
When I was still in high school, I sent them a full movie script, 120 pages. I think that maybe if I come out of high school, they'll be saying, we have a young filmmaker who's ambitious. I sent the movie script 2 weeks before national exam, and they responded in Feb this year.
What did they tell you?
No. They told me no. So when you have plans, actually, like whenever you know that you have plans, you are motivated, man. Because you know, if this thing fails, I'm going to do this. If it fails, I'm going to do this. So like, you have plans, man. You have plans.
On that, I want to ask you guys, do you want to go to college?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you want to? I need to.
Do you want to go there because you actually want to study,
No.
or you are told that you will have to go there?
He said no.
I wouldn't.
He said no. He said no.
I don't want to go there, but
You have to.
I have to go there. I need to.
I must.
I feel like it's not going in this in the perspective I want you guys to get it, but like if I was to not to go to college, but then like I don't think life would be easier after, like, man.
Society requires you to.
Yeah, society requires me to go to college. Yeah.
So in your plans for after high school, you're planning to do something that you don't want to do, but you are required to do
Exactly.
it. Don't you think you're going to be wasting your time?
No.
Tell me more.
So so because like, so if I was to do things that I like, we're just gonna say that I would do them both, because if like I'm going to college, you know like the life thing, you go to college, you get a degree, luckily you get a job, and you get like an annual payment thing, and then you live life. But I don't think that limits you to follow your dreams and actually do what you love. So basically, I want to follow that script of life, but then not forget myself and like not like set like not be like I'm gonna do this and it's done. But like I'm gonna follow that, but I'll also follow certain things that I actually love. Yeah, because you told me to have plans. I'm gonna do them well. Yeah.
I could that strategy is really good. On my side, I think what I'm saying is true, man. Because there is something that society expects from us, like going to college, but you don't have to go there as a blind person, because based on what you said, you already know what you want, but you also know what is expected from you. So what you're saying is that I'm going to do what is expected from me, not at the expense of what I want. So I think that requires a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, but I think that can work, man. So what about you? Are you going to college because you want to go there, or you need to go there, or it's what is expected from you?
I'll say I'll go to college because one, I'm expected to, but to some degree I also want to go there because for instance, I would say I have, what do I call it? I have a passion, right? This one thing that I actually love so much. But then I also have this other thing that I know I'm good at, but I don't like it.
Singing.
No. It's not singing. My passion is actually
Speaking.
yes. My passion is law, justice, but in the lens of global health. For instance, you see the way they treat people. Kwa Kabuga. No politics, no nothing, but there is a way you expect someone to become a better citizen. But the conditions under which you're nurturing them to become that better citizen are actually full of animosity. We have good leadership, but then the officers down there, I'll say it like that, maybe because of, I don't know what went wrong, but some systems simply have very many faults in them. And you find that you won't expect someone to become a better version of themselves if you're treating them like an animal. Rehabilitation, no. So that's my passion, literally. How people could be in an ER and they decide to treat this one who doesn't even have that much of a life-threatening condition as opposed to the other, based on what economic status and whatnot. That is my passion, right? That's what I want to pursue. That's something that will make me want to go to college. But for you to make it in life and have a paycheck that's promising and all, it requires you in that specific field to have made it to the top. That's UNESCO, UN, big positions, and that takes time. There's lots of obstacles along the way. And there is another path. Becoming a normal doctor who goes to the lab, stays in front of their comp, does diagnostics and what, but then that's all you do. There is no fun of it. I honestly don't like it. So genuinely, I would say I don't know how I'm supposed to pursue both of them. So I think I'll have to choose. So ichonza hitamo, that's what's gonna determine if I go to college wanting it or just having to.
I want you guys to answer me depending, from your own experience as a senior in high school. What has rewarded students the most? Grades or skill?
I would say skill and consistency.
It depends, honestly, because I've seen people with skills get rejected somewhere because they don't have grades. And we're not gonna call it that person doesn't have skills, but then the only thing that's gonna ascertain or assure that maybe, let's say you're applying to a university, what is gonna ascertain them that you are actually a best fit is your SAT score, is your GPA, is your what. They'll not even, you see, the majority of it, they'll not consider they will not put your extracurriculars above it all and say because you have skill, unless it's just very few cases that happens, So skill, the grades, according to how the world does, set it to be, are what we base on to determine if you have skills. And that's not even how it goes, because sometimes people who are at the back of their class actually have the skill more than people who have grades. But again, grades also, I wouldn't say they reward people, full stop, because sometimes you'll have the grades and when you get to the job market, you'll be, knocked out. So I don't really know. I think it's so interconnected. And
I feel like at some point, when you want to be actually marketable, you don't actually prove by papers. I've been told that like so many times. Like if I'm to pursue something in college, I'm doing cybersecurity, right? And then like I've been told by like so many friends that are abroad, and they'll be like I have like a friend, and like he did that cybersecurity, and then he competed with someone who's from MIT. Like there you don't show that you have degree. You show like you prove that you're worth it. Like you like people want to see and know how able you are. Like people get you not because of your degree but certifications, you know. Like if you show them that I'm actually able to do this, not that I went to this class and all that and I have this type of reports and all like grades. Like there's so many millions of people that have that, but like people who are worth it, companies invest in people. So basically I think that having a skill is one, but then proving that you have it and you compete to, you know, to be valuable enough for people to invest in you. I think that's.
So I'm going to ask you 2 questions, and you're just gonna tell me yes or no. It's like truth or pass, right? So, have you ever felt like giving up this year?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Are you happy with where your year is going?
Moderate.
Individually or generally? I'd say both yes and no. I don't know how that's supposed to be an answer, but both yes and no.
Okay, I'll take it. So, per se, right now, you guys as seniors, you're in a movie. You're acting a movie. And someone is watching your movie. And you know when you're watching a movie, there's a way you just look at the main character. Like Tuji, he loves Spencer James from All American. You're like, oh my god, just tell the girl you like her. Can't you see she likes you back? Just tell her. Or are you like, do not go to that school. Oh my god, it's not for you. What do you think the people who are watching you would be yelling at you to do?
Okay. That's a great question, you know. The thing that I think they will be yelling not to procrastinate anymore. Oh my god, like I need to do prayers for that thing. Oh my god, that's like a very dark spirit in my life. Every time I'm starting next Monday. You know, I don't know why people plan things to start by the next week, but everything for me is for the next month. I'm starting 7th. I'm starting 5th, and I'll evaluate myself in a month. Like if I'm starting 5th April, 5th May, I'll start yeah. So I think I should stop procrastination, and then yeah, I think that's the top thing, the bold thing. But I think yeah, I'll also have to live life the way I feel like living it. Yeah.
I think they'll be telling me to follow my dream, because I can see an easier way out that's not my dream, but that is also good enough. And honestly, I'm intimidated by what it takes to actually get to my dream. So I think the people who would be watching would be seeing me about to choose something else and telling me, just follow your dream, you know, and encouraging me to go for it despite whatever it is that I see ahead. But I don't know if I would follow my dream. Anyway.
We're going to pretend all of us are in the same class, and then I'll just say something, and then you guys are going to be like, oh, I think Dalton, I think tumaze kumenyana, right? Like natubonye ukuntu tumeze, ukuntu twitwara. Okay, so muri twese, after you guys have seen us and we have seen you, who do you think wait, who do you think will be most likely to reconnect with like everyone later in life, in like 20 years? Ugasanga, they're the person who knows what happened to Cham, where Cham is studying. He went to.
What is she doing?
She's already answering. That person is the one to know. Oh, Cham has a wedding. Hope is actually at MIT. Like, who has all the information? Okay, yeah, we have our answers. Do you agree on 2G?
No, I don't.
Who do you think?
I don't. I think it's either me. It's me. Or
I hope.
yeah, I think her as well. Yeah.
So it's one of you
I
three.
also think so.
Yeah, I also think Hope would reconnect with everyone. Okay. Who do you think is most likely to end up being fake?
Fake.
Define fake.
No, as in either right now, like they turn wakaguhinduka kwa they in the future. Yeah. You meet your I agree. I just did
What? No,
What
no,
have you
no,
done?
You're not counted. Shamata
I just told you.
Like totally
I
hypocrite.
get to go into bro. For instance, they become rich, or not even necessarily rich. You guys just like you go your separate ways, and then at some point when you come back together,
No.
Like this is not the person I used to know.
you're like this is not 2G.
Choose Anita.
No. There's two. Like I'm not getting. Like, is it being fake or like being like a whole other person? Like, if you come
No,
back
because-
and be like,
No, there's changing and being a whole nother person,
Yeah.
but like still keeping that part of you, right?
yeah.
Like that part of you that we used to know. Like you could be like, oh my god, you're so serious now, but then they can still feel that the
Yeah.
2G that used to exist.
Yeah. If
But
you
then
if you're talking about that, then I'm saying
Yeah,
Kuji.
also saying.
yeah,
He's so fluid.
he knows.
You would never
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Who's most likely to know everyone's business?
You and her.
Who's most likely to succeed in ways that nobody expected?
Sham, yeah.
Oh, amen. Claim it. Claim it. Who's most likely to figure life out early?
Figure life out.
Yeah, to make it touch it when it's still early. Yeah, I also yeah, to figure to have their domain early. Yeah. Who's most likely to take a gap year and have the most major glow up ever?
I think it has to be between them. Cause
We are also taking the gap year. Have we had glow ups?
No. It has to be you. That would be one.
I think both of them. They have potential to.
Yeah, please
We
do
still
it.
have time.
Please do it. We only have 2 months for one gap year to end. And into the second
You
one.
guys.
Oh Jesus.
You into the second.
Who's most likely to shock everyone with their growth?
Shock.
As in, it's not just about glowing up physically, but like they were here and now they're there. Like you're shocked. Amen. Who's most likely to become the richest?
In terms of money.
All of you.
Be honest. Amen. All of us. Let's become the richest. All of us.
In terms of money.
Yeah, I
Sham.
was thinking of Sham. Seriously.
Claim
Amen.
it.
Amen.
They said he's gonna be the what? The most successful, the richest.
Yeah, Sham.
Ay, ay, ay.
When you're successful, you're rich.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
I know.
Claim it.
He might be successful.
yeah,
Actually, yeah,
Successful,
yeah.
not
Success
that
looks
rich.
different for everyone.
But I tell you,
Anyways,
The question said, who's most likely to be successful in a way that
nobody expected.
Nobody expected.
And you're gonna be successful in a way that nobody expected,
be rich.
and be so rich. Hallelujah!
I said them popcorn.
I'll send it to
It's
you.
gonna be the next Ed Sheeran. Anywho, the previous guests left a question. Can you leave advice for your younger self? Something you would find in a letter at your age 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, I have 3 things to say. Number 1 is leave the anxiety behind. You don't have to live life for validation. Number 2 is not procrastinating. Number 3 is something that I always copied. When like you remember the graduation of the summer circle court at the the Senetra. Shast said he said that like, if you have a dream, you stand up for it. Like like as long as you're doing for yourself, you do everything. Like you write that email, you knock on the doors. As long as you're doing for yourself, you stand up for it. You do like whatever it costs. Yeah. When we were going home, I told Tuji. Well, I don't know, we were discussing, and I was like, man, I want to become a great person. And he was like, man, like he was in senior 6, so he was in the 3rd term, and he was like, man, you still have an entire year to figure it out. So, like, as long as you figure out things, you figure things out, you like, man, like do whatever it costs. Yeah. As long as it's for your own benefit and people around you, because it's nice leaving impact. So, like for that sake, like do whatever it costs. Yeah.
Well, I would say first, take it easy on yourself. And second, I would say so far I've made it in ways I never expected, my younger self. So I would say better things are ahead, honestly. I think those are the 2 major things, because first, on take it easy on yourself is there's plans I had that failed, but better things actually came to manifest. So I would say better things are ahead, honestly. And because I'm the type of person who presses myself so hard if I don't get to achieve what I actually set for myself. However much I might come off as someone who doesn't take life too seriously, but then when it comes to what I set and my ambitions and I don't achieve them, I used to take it so hard on myself. But so far I've learned to extend grace to myself. So I would say extend grace to yourself, and
For me, the advice I would tell to younger 2G is that your thoughts or whatever that's going on in your mind or your crazy ideas, they don't matter. Because the richest place in terms of knowledge, in terms of ideas, is the graveyard. In the graveyard, there's a lot of great minds, a lot of people who died with great ideas. So what matters is stop overthinking and start doing. It might be wrong, it might be cringe at first, but just do whatever you think that can be turned into something good. Instead of taking 1 week thinking about an idea, you can take 1 week of just doing whatever is coming in your mind, and then you figure it out. You don't figure it out when you're thinking, you just figure it out when you're doing. So what matters is the execution, not the thought.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would tell younger me, I would tell her, don't do it. Because there's so many things that I did that I regret doing. Like, I wish I had like a little angel whispering to me, don't do it. Like every single time I'm about to do something. Because these are things that keep haunting me, like, why did you go there? Why did you do this and this and this? So I would literally tell her, don't do it. Chicos.
Chicas.
Au revoir.
Yes, sir.